I was a pilot in the Air Force. My wife was working in a bank, and we wanted to start a business of our own. So back in 1989, we found some people who were willing to invest a little bit of money in a small airline, and we got going with one aircraft, a short Skyvan. Flew everything that could be flown: horses, dogs, parachutists, skydivers, cargo, car parts, whatever needed to be flown. And after 1 year, we bought another one, and then a third aircraft, and then we just grew it from there. And then back in '94, I think it was, I saw an advert for a 19-seat passenger airplane, and we went ahead and made a silly bit on that aircraft, and much to our surprise, we got that aircraft, a nice Beach 1900 it was called. And with that one, we started flying passengers as well, oil-based passengers, and that grew into a scheduled airline in 1996 from Esbjerg to Stavanger. And from there on, we grew with aircraft size and more aircraft and bigger, and all the time simply growing out of the money that we made and borrowing some money and keeping investing in the company. And that's been one of the trademarks over all of these years, is that we've never really pulled money out of the company. In the good years, we left it behind, and that has saved us in the years that were not so good. So after now 36 years, we can say that we're the only airline alive from that time when we started in 1989. All the other airlines in Denmark or even in Scandinavia that was existing at that time, they're all gone bankrupt or restarted or disappeared or survived on government help, like Scandinavian Airlines. But we managed to stay alive on our own. We're still 100% family owned. We try to stay also as a family spirited airline with in the way that we work. See, over the last 5-6 years, we have refocused the strategy. So I would say we are on 3 legs now. One leg is the scheduled services that we do with the ATR aircraft, the propeller aircraft that we operate, 17 of them. And they're all engaged in scheduled services, regional services, supported by either military, government, PSO contracts, regional support contracts, or service contracts with independent customers on the service. They are all supported some way. In Germany, we have one that is business supported. Local businesses have come together to support a business that runs the airline together with us. So it's all regional services supported somehow, both in Scandinavia, in Germany, in Italy. They're all supported. The other half of the business is the Airbus operations, which are purely on behalf of other airlines, and a little bit of ad hoc charter, as it's called, football groups or whatever, government charters, military. But mostly it is aircraft that we deliver the aircraft, the crew, to another airline, and the company taking care of the passengers. We simply provide the lift. And that's a big business for us, with 6 Airbuses doing that job. And I think we position ourselves as a higher quality operator, a little bit more expensive than the rest, but with a higher quality, and it shows. The last leg of the 3 is the aircraft ownership, which we are also fairly unique in the ways that we own most of the fleet, and we buy and sell the aircraft as well. It's always been a part of the business to buy and sell aircraft. Actually, I was buying and selling aircraft before we started the airline back in 1989. And we keep doing that. We buy aircraft on opportunity, we sell them. We never know if we're going to keep an airplane or we're going to sell it again. If it makes sense, we sell it. If it doesn't, we keep it. But buying and selling aircraft and spare parts is an integral part of the operations today. Since 2018, we were operating in Italy way back on contract for other airlines, both on Lampedusa and Pantelleria, as a subcontractor to Avantia, who was a subcontractor to Meridiana, who is now long gone. We also operated directly for Meridiana on some other contracts, so we have had a little bit of history operating domestic in Italy. But In 2018, we got approached by a very nice gentleman from Italy who was very familiar with the schedule operations, the government support operations, and he kind of asked us if we were interested in trying to make a bid. And we did, and much to our surprise, we actually won the contract back in 2018. That was between Sicily and the two islands, Pantelleria and Lampedusa. We found out that the reason why very few airlines were bidding on this is that it is an extremely difficult operation. Much to the surprise, especially for me, because we've been flying on some really difficult airports in Western Norway for 20 years, actually, with the angry North Atlantic weather and the snow and the ice. And the weather in Pantelleria is actually worse. It may not be so much snow and ice, but we have some really tricky operations there, making it all work. It's far from home. It's high density operations. There's a lot of flights. There's a lot of passengers. And you very, very quickly grow to respect that it is difficult, which is also why we've been almost alone on this operation. Even if it has been up for tender several times, we keep re-winning it. And not because we want to be cheapest, but because it is such a difficult operation to manage and do well. And for us, it has been a tremendous experience. It has been, for some periods, very difficult to make it work to the satisfaction for our clients. And like this year here, it has gone really well. The best, I think, ever we've had since we started. And it has also grown in passenger numbers. The support from the Italian government has been very good in terms of being able to lower the ticket fares, and that has created a demand that clearly exceeds the capacity. So I would say the biggest issue we have there now is that we simply cannot carry all the passengers that want to fly, and we are using the material to the maximum. But we can see on the operational figures, especially for the last 2 or 3 months, that the extra aircraft we put in, the extra crew we put in, it has worked, and that the disruptions have been marginal compared to what we've seen before. Based on this, we decided, okay, if there's another opportunity, we'll go for it, and it seems like we've been lucky again. It is really, really nice that we get the opportunity to get into Ancona and start this operation. I think it's now 5 years ago since I visited Ancona the first time for the purpose of discussing these services, talking to the local businesses and realizing that the local support was quite healthy. They simply wanted this operation back. The tender came out, and unfortunately the economic numbers of the tender was not sufficient. This has been reworked and reworked again, and now finally the economic foundation for delivering a healthy operation is present now. So with the economic numbers we see, the local support, and our dedication to do it, I think this is going to be a very good operation.